It's JENergy! Put in your booby rocks. Live your best life. Keep doing you. So much JENergy! 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 Let's stick together with some high kicks. Bow! Bow! Okay, welcome back. $150 invitation. I am super excited. So excited. I'm wearing a diaper because I'm here with my buddy, Zach Babcock, and just trying not to freak out, really. I told him I shaved today, but he brought all the facial hair for both of us.
I just need to move it up to the top of my head and we'll be good.
Oh yeah. When my husband was younger, when our daughter was in preschool, the kids were like, "What happened to your hair?" And he said, "Well, if you don't wear a helmet when you're out on your bike and you fall off, your hair moves from the top of your head to your face."
This is true. This is very true. I do conclude to that.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. So super excited. So why don't, because I know who you are, why don't you tell us about yourself? I know that you've had an amazing story, and yeah, just tell the audience who you are.
Right on. Thank you. I appreciate you having me. I'll keep it super short. We could always go deeper if you want.
Yeah.
I'm Zach Babcock. I had a pretty rough upbringing. Did over 5 years of my life in prison. Turned my life around when my twin sons were born, when I went back to prison and made a decision to head in the direction I am now. Got out, became an entrepreneur, got laughed at for 3.5 years, finally broke through with my podcast, Underdog Empowerment, and then launched a podcast production agency, and currently scaling that, and here I am today.
Nice. And you're doing it all in Crocs.
Yes. Crocs. If you can't croc out with me, then we can't be friends.
So I was running down the street the other day and I have yellow Crocs with the little like pegs in them, and the people were like, "What is happening out here?" They
don't get it. They don't understand.
No.
Let them live life miserably without the Crocs, and we will enjoy it.
Do you feel like that was pretty similar? Did you have shoes in prison?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because they are very similar to our shower.
I feel like that might be maybe a step up. Is this a step up for you?
100% a step.
Okay, yeah, this is high. This is high glass right here.
Yeah, see, theirs were like the traditional sandal with the open toe. This Croc protective.
Yeah.
Moving up.
How do you feel about flip-flops?
You know, I'm a bag of mixed feelings on that. I used to be all flip-flop, and then I got turned on to Crocs, and now it's like I've been through so much with flip-flops.
Yeah.
And I got a soft spot for it, but I gotta go. It's all about the Croc life now.
Yeah, I hear you. I feel like I heard a comedian one time talk about flip-flops, and he was saying, like, when you stop real quick, you're risking your big toe because it's just gonna fly off. You know what I mean? Like, because when you pump the brakes, and then you're just going to lose your big toe. I mean, we kind of need big toes in life, I feel like.
Yeah, it's almost like a cliffhanger.
My toes look like Vienna sausages. So do my fingers. Oh, man. Good times. So now that you're, well, thankfully out of prison, right? And now you are doing amazing things, and you've interviewed a lot of amazing people, cool people, lots of famous people. Is there anybody who's been your favorite interview, would you say? And it's not like your favorite person. I mean, do you feel like an interview that you found something out that you just really didn't even know about somebody?
Man, that's a really tough one because there's been a lot of great ones on the show.
Yeah.
But as of right now, as of this recording, which is June 28th, I think, or 29th, or something.
Oh, close. 30th. You're
June
real
30th.
Close. Yeah.
Entrepreneurs. All right, I get a pass. All right.
Okay.
And I'm a parent too, so
right.
got a pass.
Oh yeah. It's just a date. It's just no. It's time. It's okay.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
As of June 30th, 2021, it would have to be my first episode with Tucker Max, just because that episode sent me down this path that I've been on for the last year plus, of uncovering childhood traumas and healing from them and becoming better in the process. So
Yeah.
definitely that one. It's been the most impactful for me.
Nice. That's amazing. So when you were in prison because of where you're at now and the direction that you're headed with your new release, can you kind of talk about that a little bit? And then I have some questions about that.
You talking about this new brand that I'm developing?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So I suck at a lot of things. Like I suck at more things than what I'm good at. So just like most things I suck at, but there are a few things that I'm pretty good at. And there's a very, very, very select few things that I'm really good at. And one of those very select few things is branding, launching brands. That's just my jam. I love it. I geek out on the psychology that goes in it. And
Yeah.
I just love it. So anyways, I'm launching this brand, Alpha Underdog. It's the evolution of Underdog Empowerment. I can't go into a whole lot of detail, but
Sure.
I'm launching it not right after I get this six pack, but getting a six pack is part of it because it's a lifestyle brand and it's about living life in a certain way. And it's not just about business. It's about being in harmony with mind, body, soul, relationships, and finance, putting it all together in one. And so it's going to be the biggest brand that I launch to date. When I launch it, it's going to be the biggest thing that I do. And it's going to be really incredible. I'm really excited to get it going. Lots of stuff that I've been working on behind the scenes and developing this thing, but I'm excited.
That's awesome. And so while you were in prison, did you feel like when you were in there were things that were missing for you to be successful on the outside?
Yeah, because I had that limiting belief that so it was for a very long time. But when I went back to prison 20 days before my twin sons were born, I didn't care. I was like, I don't care. Ain't nothing going to stop me. I'm getting back out and I'm going to be in my kid's life. I'm going to be happy and successful. I don't even know what happy and successful looks like other than being in my kid's life, but I'm going to make it happen. And so it didn't matter to me at that point. But before that moment, I used to blame everything that was wrong in my life on anything and anybody but myself. And I thought that, because I did this stuff to myself that I'd never be able to overcome certain things. So yeah, I definitely was in that mindset at a certain point in time.
Right. Whew. Now, did you want to be an entrepreneur when you got in there, or you were just trying to get out and that was just the main goal?
That's always hard for me to answer because looking back now, I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. I just didn't know it. Dude, I was hustling Pokemon cards and bags of weed when I was 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always flipping something, doing something.
Yeah.
My first job was McDonald's and I was 16 years old and I pulled a Scarface because I lasted half a shift, Scarface off a half bag. I was like, F you, you're cool, F you, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? First shift, didn't even make it to the end. And then I always landed in like sales jobs, door-to-doors, canvassing, retail, just because I could work off commission and have more freedom and stuff or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I've always been an entrepreneur. I just now have understood that.
Yeah. Do you think it was the connection or so I know that you would love the freedom. Do you feel like it was the connection with the people that you were meeting?
So when I went back that last time, and missed out on my twin son's birth, I was plotting that I didn't even know when I was coming home, but that whole 8 months that I was gone, I was plotting. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start this business because I'm from Ferguson, Missouri. And literally it happened while I was in there, the Michael Brown situation where he died. And that was all over news and stuff. And I'm like, this is really sad and unfortunate. But at the same time, the media is flat out lying. My neighborhood is nothing like this. It's a great neighborhood.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, it's a lower middle class, maybe lower class income or whatever, but there's still good people, and it's not like a war zone or whatever. And so I was like, I'm gonna make up these wristbands and these T-shirts that say "I Heart Ferguson," and I'm gonna go door to door and sell them because I got plenty of experience going door to door.
Sure.
That's a hell of a business model, by the way.
Yeah.
But I ended up never even doing that because I'd never had the startup capital. But that was my focus because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get a job somewhere. I knew that the best route for me was to be in business for myself at that point. And so that was the plan while I was inside.
Yeah. Wow. Whew. That's crazy. And then you sold some stuff, met some people.
Yeah, I did sell some stuff. I did meet some people.
And stayed on this side of the law.
Yes, absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I started off in network marketing, and I liked it because it was like entrepreneurship college for me. It was like me to go get my degree for 2 years in entrepreneurship. And the best part though was what it opened my eyes to of the possibilities. Like, hey, it doesn't matter that my past was this. I can go out and create my life by design. So that was the greatest part about it. And the people, and getting around seeing that, and I'm like, oh wow, like I can, I learned about this thing. What's this personal development thing you guys talk about? And I got introduced to that. And so
Right.
it was a great experience all the way around.
Yeah. And then your mindset after you got out, did you have to work on like your limiting beliefs and different mindsets and emotions? I mean, did you have to deal with like your anger and things like that? Or were you angry?
Yeah, so I'm a pretty cool guy, but I still am cracking limiting beliefs. Like I'm always working on those,
Yeah.
and I think it's just a never-ending process. Honestly, I feel like the moment you feel like you don't have nothing to work on, that's when you stop growing in life. And yeah, I'm like working on rewiring, like I mentioned, these childhood traumas that I had.
Yeah.
From long ago.
Sure.
And baggage that I've been carrying around for decades and stuff. Like for an example, I'll quickly go over it, but I feel like I really believe that I've been real closed off and scared to show my emotions and give love to like my significant other, my wife, and all that because my dad died when I was 7. Then we got a dog right after that, and then it ran away, never came back, and then my mom and my sister ended up dying, and so I was just always scared to lose someone. And so that's a limiting belief there in and of itself, and that I've been working through and processing and healing from. And so I think it's an ongoing process.
Yeah. It's so amazing too, and I'm glad that you touched on just doing better and being better every day and going through that process, because even just myself, that's still an everyday occurrence, and just being your authentic self. I laugh about 95% of my life, and yet there's still things that come up, that you have to work through. And just because I'm laughing doesn't mean I'm not acknowledging it. That's my release. Yeah.
Amen.
So instead of, going out and punching things, not that anybody else is doing that, but just as an example, I'm just laughing it off. So I feel like there's a lot of times I'm not stressed out because I am laughing so much.
Yeah, I think laughing's a little bit better than punching people in the face.
Yeah. And what about the guy at McDonald's? You know what I mean? Like when everyone else got a F you, and then that guy got a "you're cool." I mean, like, I need that guy to come back in our life.
He's lucky.
Yeah, he just shows up. I mean, can you even imagine like him trying to reach out to you and be like, "Hey man, it's me. I'm the cool one from McDonald's." But
you told me I'm cool, bro.
He's probably still putting that on his resume going forward.
That's awesome.
When they're like, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" "Oh man, I'm like best friends with Zach. That's where I'm at in 5 years." Yeah, because I'm cool.
That's awesome.
Oh man. So I have a random question for you. Do you prefer kickball or tetherball? Because I know you're close with your kids and doing a lot of fun stuff with them. So if you had a choice between kickball and tetherball, which would you pick?
That's easy. Kickball all the way. I played that growing up. It's yeah.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember tetherball though? Just like hitting the ball and it coming around and it would slap you right in the back of the head before you could even see it coming.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't even know what just happened.
Yeah.
Or the ball would get, the string would get caught around your wrist and then you go to throw it and then it just comes back. No.
Yeah. Epic failures on that playground.
Yeah. I'm still got bruises.
Never healed. Talk about childhood trauma.
Right. That's just makeup. Okay, this is another random question for you. What's the worst food that you've had in your beard?
Ooh. What's the stuff called from 54th Street Bar and Grill? They're queso. It's stuck clobs of it in the beard. Yeah, that was yeah, pretty bad.
That's bad.
Yeah, I had to go rinse it out in the bathroom and it's just
Oh man. Oh yeah. Well, I went to cosmetology school, so that's why I was laughing at different random questions for you. And I'm like, oh yeah, what would be something hair related? Oh well, of course, it's beard. Like what? Like I wonder, do you have like a whole process for your beard? Do you use like beard balm and like oil or anything?
nothing. It's all natural. It's just
It's authentic.
a natural thing of beauty right there.
Well, my husband has a beard, and it's funny because he has a whole process, right? Like he's got oil, balm, like lotion, like I mean, it's serious. Yeah.
Yeah. I got, I'm blessed that my hair is like Abraham Lincoln style. Like it's straight as that deal. There's no curls or nothing. It just, yeah. So I got blessed in that regard. Saves me quite a bit of money too. I don't have to get beard oil and all that stuff all the time.
Right. Yeah. Plus, if something's on your shirt, it covers it. I don't have that.
What's
I
your
just wear a
shirt say,
bib.
bro?
Yeah. Oh man. Do you have any speaking engagements coming up? Like, cause I know you were talking at a few places. That's what's making me think about your Crocs. Cause of seeing your picture on stage and getting fat paid for it. So, do you have anything coming up that you're going to be on stage?
I don't have any speaking engagements booked currently, but I tell you what, if you ever want me to come speak on your stage, please reach out. I'll tell you, the next 15 years, this is exactly how I'm gonna spend my life. The next 15ish years, I'm gonna be on stages with thousands of people in the crowd, getting paid 20 to 100K per speaking engagement to come speak there for 45 minutes to an hour. My family is going to be in the crowd. They're going to see me dominate the stage like I always do.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go hiking in the nearby nature wherever we're at in the world, whether that's Arizona, California, across the side of the globe. It don't matter. We're just going to have a blast. And that's going to happen while the next 15-ish years while my kids are still young.
Yeah. I love that. I'll bring you with me. I'll be there.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm serious. So every time I think of the next, well, even from now to whenever, is 90,000 people, and we're all just laughing together. And so, but in the show, in my mind, I can't see if it's comedy or like I host laughing meditations, which is just a certain amount of time of laughing to release it. And then it, helps your blood pressure and your immunity and all that good stuff. And so it's just 90,000 of us all laughing together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You know what? Side note, but laughing is just really good. It's very therapeutic, really just good for you. And
yeah,
I got a friend of mine that's also was our videographer in a lot of different instances. But Tan, we come around and it's like we just do the dumbest stuff that no one else would even think was funny at all. Like nobody else would laugh at it but us. But we're laughing so hard, the back of my head's hurting and my stomach.
Yeah. I always laugh saying like, I'm going to have an aneurysm and that's probably how I'm going to go out, because the same thing, I will laugh so hard. Like I laugh myself right out of adjustment. So I just keep my chiropractor in business for sure.
Chiropractor on speed dial.
Yeah, but I went today just knowing for the interview, so I'm okay. I'm all right.
All right, now
Yeah.
you better watch out with the laughing, though.
Right. Oh, I know. So, we had I had George Bryan on a few weeks ago, and we did a laughing meditation at the end, and like hearing him laugh was making me laugh even harder. And then like when we record, my microphone, like the audio quits because I'm laughing too loud. And so he just couldn't even stop laughing at me, silent laughing, because I've met him in person and he knows like how my energy is. And so we just couldn't even stop laughing. So yeah, but I'm going to be doing live meditations in person. So here in Johnson City, and I'm going to Michigan in a few weeks, and we're going to do a live one there too.
You're gonna have live laughing meditations in the city of Johnson's.
Yep, right in the city of Johnson's. We're going to laugh at the Johnsons city.
That's great. And
oh man, I also tell people that I've been sober for 44 years. So, because I've never been tracked. So I have these like funny little trading cards. So instead of business cards, I just hand these out, and then they have like funny little stats on the back. Kind of like your baseball cards.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's unique. That makes you stand out. It makes you memorable. Like nobody's gonna forget that. They're gonna be like,
yeah, I know. It's a good time. I have a bookmark too that is on that has a QR code that goes to my laugh on my website. So like if people are feeling down, I just pass it out and be like, "Here, scan this." And then they
That's awesome.
And then sometimes I just randomly like send people voice messages that are just me laughing.
That's great.
Like you can't be mad about it, right?
No, you can't.
Oh man. Okay, here's another random question for you. What is your favorite thing to burn?
Some green substance stuff that smells a little funky, and you know it makes you kind of laugh a little bit more sometimes.
Oh my gosh, so like over here, like you can see over here, I smudge, so I just like light sage all the time and smudge my energy all the time. And I was laughing like I should ask him what his favorite thing to burn is, because that'd just be random.
Yeah.
Oh man, have you ever been asked that on a podcast?
No, I haven't. So, I mean, there's been like a bunch of questions that you hit me with that I've never been asked on a podcast before.
Oh, really? Yay! How do you feel about manifesting or womanifesting?
That's it funny. Yeah, you got to say that these days.
Yeah, I know we got to cover it. Yeah.
It's the real deal, Holyfield. I've manifested everything I have in my life, but I've also worked for it. I just had the clear vision of what it is, what it looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like, what it tastes like, all that, you know, and then I go out and take the steps to move towards it.
Right. Well, it's so crazy because I manifested meeting you. And yeah, well, I mean, not just here, which is funny how this happened anyway. But I was at Marshall's in Montana. And so then when I signed up, and then I was like putting it out there because I had journaled probably, I would say about 6 months ago to meet you. And I'm like, oh, I meet Zach Babcock. Like we're going to meet. We can't stop laughing. And then, some things had come up, and then, you know, it didn't work out for you to be there. So, that's okay. I was like, that's okay. It's still going to happen.
Yeah.
Now here we are.
Yeah. We're going to end up meeting in a live event somewhere, or something's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll wear Crocs, and I like to high kick a lot. I mean, I'll kick that bitch right off. So I'll just kick it out into the audience, and then they'll be all excited.
We'll have to do a croc dance and get it on video. That's the only way to do it.
I put the brakes on. So a lot of times, like I put the strap on the back so I don't, blow out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive.
Yeah. But when you were going back talking about your videographer, I saw the video when you guys in Walmart and couldn't even stop laughing. Like that was cracking me up. Just being silly in Walmart the last time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But the video was so funny. Yeah. I know. Good times. Oh man. I should I'll send you some of my merch. I'll give you some of my merch. Yeah. I have a funny shirt. So I have a funny story that I tell at my stand-up comedy, and it's well, I won't tell you the whole story, but the shirt is urine luck, but it's spelled urine. I laughed too hard and wet my pants.
That's hilarious.
But it was actually a bedwetting story that made that happen. So, oh my gosh, yeah, but you're in luck. I was like, oh man, yeah, I should send him one of my you're in luck shirts. So then when people are like, hey man, what's up with the Crocs? And then you could be like, look, you're in luck. And then
you gotta make
sure
you give them the shirt and it's wet when you give it.
I should just come up with like, how there's like doggy pee pads? I should come up with like a Jenny McKinney pee pad maybe from like laughing too hard. Pass it out at laughing meditation.
You're definitely going to stand out. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh man. So I know we have a few minutes left. I was going to ask you, are you still doing 75 hard or not too much?
Yeah. So I did 75 hard in what was that? 2020.
Okay.
And I got to day 43, and then I forgot to take a photo, progress pic, and so I messed up. And then since then, I got this thing where I've been talking about this 6-pack for almost going on 3 years. And well, it started in the beginning of 2019. So yeah, almost 2.5 years. And here's my deal. I'm going to do the 75 hard and I'm going to complete it and dominate it. But I want to get my 6-pack first because I don't want to give anything else the credit. I've been working my tail off for this, and there's no more excuses this year though. I've been making a lot of progress towards it. And after I get the 6-pack, then yeah, I'm going to rock out with the 75 hard bit. Awesome. It's not that I don't dig 75 hard or any. It's just I want to own every piece of that deal.
Yeah, I love that. I signed up for a half marathon. So when we were out in Montana, we had to, actually during one of George's exercises, we were talking about where we're going to be in the next 6 months. And I just shot right out of my mouth. I run a half marathon. And then even after, I was like, what the hell? Why'd that come out of my mouth?
Why did I sign up for this?
What the hell? Yeah, so now I have to sign up, right? Because I've said it to myself. And the funny part is, not being a runner, I mean, I have like 18-inch man calves, right? Like I played roller derby. Like, actually my calves are so big. I had some guy come up and ask if I had calf implants at the gym. I was like, no.
It's like, I work out, bro.
I know.
Be skipping leg day. Yeah. Don't be skipping leg day.
Yeah, I was just blessed with all this meat in my leg. and so yeah. So then I kept saying to myself, like, hey, I'm not a runner, I'm a sprinter. And then I realized, like, hey, that's a limiting belief. And I had to stop saying that. Because if you can run, you're a runner, right? Yeah. So yeah, good times. Are you doing cold dips still?
Oh, ice baths.
Yeah.
Yes. Not as regularly, but I try to do them once a week. Sometimes I don't do them, but I stay pretty consistent with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah. That makes a big difference. I tell
you what, man, like it's brutal. It's excruciating pain going through it. It's cold as all get up, and it feels like you're getting stabbed everywhere. But afterwards, you feel amazing and you're good. Talking about inflammation is gone everywhere.
So it hurts and then it's fine.
Yeah. It hurt. If you feel like you're going to die for 20 minutes and then you feel okay.
Then it's great. Yeah. Welcome back. Maybe that's what's keeping your beard luscious. Does it like get in the ice bath with you?
Yeah, and it like
Yeah.
grows supernatural fast because of the ice bath.
Really, it would have turned like 6 shades of gray by now, but because you're in the ice bath, it's
Oh,
oh man, good times, good times. Well, what else is so when you have your Alpha Underdog released, is that somewhere just specific, or is it you can't say yet, or
yeah, so I'll peel back some things. There's a methodology and a stuff that I'm still not all the way fleshed out that I've been seriously developing my whole life, but there's a methodology that is involved with it, and a set of core values and an identity, and it's all going to be in the book that I release with it.
okay,
And that book is going to be the tool that gets me to those paid, along with my podcast, to the speaking engagements. And then there's going to be a product component to it. So I can't go into detail about that, but there's going to be
Sure.
a physical product
Okay.
component to it. I've never done physical products in my life. I've always done digital and stuff like that. So
yeah.
it's going to be pretty cool. It'll be awesome.
Well, yeah, then you don't have to go door to door. You can just do online product sales.
Exactly. If you, you're cool.
You're cool. You get a vacuum.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, see, then we'll both have stuff to throw out from stage when we get up there.
That's right. You'll be throwing urine shirts and I'll be throwing vacuums.
Awesome. Well, where can people find you?
Definitely underdogempowerment.com. If you want to listen to the podcast, there's a section on there with the podcast with a red subscribe button.
Yeah.
And if you just want to come kick it with me on social media, scroll all the way down and all my handles are right there at the bottom.
Okay, cool. Well, oh my gosh, I'm super excited. I appreciate your time. And yeah, thanks so much for being here. I can't wait to meet and do fun stuff on stage.
Throw urine shirts. I'll tell you what, I would definitely do this again. You are like, the JENergy is like incredible. This was a unique interview. I've never done one like this, but it was a blast and I laughed my tail off the whole time. I'd do it again anytime.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Well, maybe you should come to live laughing meditation, or maybe I should come and do live laughing meditation out there.
Yeah, we gotta make it happen. It's gonna happen one way or another.
Yeah, it's happening. Look, I even put cherries on the top because this interview was cherry on the top. All right, Toots. Well, thanks again for your time, and I will see you in a minute.
Much love. Thank you so much.
Yeah.